Hi everybody, this is Ismail. Since the gym is closed due to COVID-19, I talked to Professor Felipe about doing online classes for the Bragiao Kids program. We will have a new video Monday through Friday for the kids until the gym is able to reopen. If you have any specific requests or questions about technique, let us know in the comments below. Now, let's get started with the warm-up. Alright, now we are going to be doing 2 warm-up exercises. Even though I'm on mats, I've made sure I've chosen warm-ups and technique that you can do at home without using mats. Now our first warm-up is going to be jumping jacks. We're going to start with our feet together and our hands by our sides. We're going to jump, and our legs are going to spread apart, and we're going to clap our hands over our head. Then we go back to our starting position, and that's 1. We're going to do 30 jumping jacks, so count along with me. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Good. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit more warm after that first exercise. On to the next one. Alright, now we're going to be doing our second warm-up, which is going to be crunches reaching for the ceiling. We're going to start on our back with our feet off the mat and our knees pinched together. And we're going to try and touch the ceiling with our hands. Ready? Like this. We're going to be doing 20 together. Now count along. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Alright, good job. I know I'm feeling warm, so hopefully you are too. Now let's move on to the technique. Now when it comes to technique, having a partner is really important. I like to use this grappling dummy when I don't have a human to work with. It's really good for working chokes and working armbar, stuff like that. Now, most people don't have a grappling dummy, but if you do have a large stuffed animal, this can also work. The best partner that you can work with is an actual person. For example, siblings. I know Gabriel and Mason work together well, Zach and Ben, Elijah and Isaiah, and Victor and Adela. You guys all have the perfect partners to work with. If you don't have a sibling, then maybe a cousin or a parent will also work. For example, my lovely mother has agreed to work with us today. Hello! Alright, so our first technique of the day is going to be the Kimura from closed guard. Our partner is going to be on their knees, sitting back on their heels, and we're going to start from closed guard, which is where we have our legs wrapped around and our feet locked. This is a move that we want to do when our opponent makes the mistake of putting their hand on the mat. Okay? So we're going to use 4 fingers together and grip around their wrist. This is good for having tight control. It doesn't let them free their hand. Okay? From here, we're going to reach over their back and under the arm, grabbing our own wrist with the same grip. We're going to make sure that the elbow is bent like an L. And we're going to go into our back and rotate our hips to face the opposite direction, using our foot to trap their back. This prevents them from posturing up too much or from rolling out of the Kimura. We're going to keep the bend in the elbow, and we're going to start pushing their hand up their back towards the back of their head until they tap. Okay? When we're pushing the arm up their back for the Kimura, we want to make sure it's super tight. If there's too much space, it won't be putting pressure. Again, put our hands on the mat, grab the wrist, and reach over. We are grabbing our own wrist, bending the elbow, turning the opposite direction, and trapping their back. We push it up towards the back of their head, keeping it pinned to their back until they tap. Alright, one more time. When their hands on the mat, we're grabbing the wrist and reaching over and under, grabbing our own wrist with the same grip. Bending the elbow into an L and turning our hips so we're facing the opposite direction, using the leg on the back. We're keeping the elbow bent and pushing the hand up their back to the back of their head until they tap. Good. Now each of you should be doing this 10 times on each side. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Alright, now on to the second technique of the day. We're going to be doing the cross collar choke from full guard. There will be 2 versions. The difference between the 2 versions will be which way you turn during the choke. When we're doing the cross collar choke, our partner is not going to want to get choked, so they're going to have good posture. What we need to do is break this posture. So we're going to use our legs and our hands to break the posture by pulling them forward. We want them to be closer to us. Okay? We're going to use our free hand, our non-choking hand, to open the collar, and our choking hand will feed up as high as we can. Our thumb should be pointed up towards the ceiling on the back of their head. We're going to turn towards our hand that we're choking with and lift the elbow. This hand will feed underneath, palm up in the same grip. We want our hands to be touching each other on the back of their neck. This way, it's a tight choke. We're going to finish by pulling our elbows towards our hips, pulling our heads off the mat, and going head to head to get the tap. When we're doing this choke, you want to make sure that you're flexing your wrists like this. This will put more pressure because our wrists will be digging more into the side of their neck. Okay? Again, using our free hand to open the collar, making sure their posture is broken, feeding all the way to the back, thumb up. Turn, and lifting the elbow, going palm up with the opposite arm. We're finishing by we're flexing our wrists, pulling our elbows towards our hips, and going forehead to forehead. Get the tap. Now for version 2, it's going to be the same start. We're going to make sure the posture is broken down, and we're going to do the same thing where we open the collar and get our deep grip with our thumb in the back. The difference is, instead of turning this way towards my grip hand, I'm going to turn away. Here, all of this space, I have to choke. Okay? So this pocket is forming right here. This is what I'm going to want to grab. I'm going to reach over, grab it tight, and I'm going to grind my arm down the side of their face so it's tight. This hand does not need to be under the chin. As long as it's tight to the side of the neck, the choke will work. We're going to use the same sort of trick with the right hand to finish the choke while we're flexing the wrist. Okay? So grinding down the face, again, flexing the wrist, elbows down to our hips, head to head, finish the choke. Again, get postured up, break the posture, get the deep grip, and this time I'm turning away from my hand. I'm using this hand and bringing it over, grabbing this little pocket right here, grinding the wrist down, elbows to my hips, forehead to forehead. Finish. Alright, now that you've seen both versions of the technique, go and do 10 reps of each version. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Today we covered jumping jacks and crunches reaching for the ceiling in our warm-ups, and as technique, we did 2 submissions, the Kimura and the cross collar choke from full guard. Make sure you check us out again tomorrow for more technique, and if you have any questions, make sure you comment, or you can DM me directly at Ismael_BJJ_ on Instagram. Alright, make sure you stay safe, have fun, os.